Good morning, students. Today I will teach you the chapter Verbs, which is the fifth chapter in your grammar book. Open page number 40. There in the beginning, you can see of the beginning of the chapter, you can see this conversation is there. Where, hi, where were you during the last couple of days, Annie? Your absence was unusual. To this Annie replies, ये conversation है जॉन और एनी के बीच में. Good morning, John. I could not attend the classes for some days as I was down with fever. Have I missed much? I am afraid you have. Our teacher of English, Miss Simran, has taught us an interesting chapter on verbs. Ah, I have indeed missed an important and interesting lesson. Could you please help me make up for the loss I have suffered due to my absence? Of course, after all, you are my best friend. It will be a pleasure to help you. Thanks then, please teach me right way what verbs are. Here's the story then. Read it and observe the numbered words on it. I will do exactly as you direct, my friend. Now, this is between a conversation between Annie and John. Annie has missed some of her lessons in English, and Joe is telling that he'll help her out with whatever she has missed. The next passage, there's a passage here. Once there was a brave and truthful boy of 12. One day his mother gave him a 500 rupee note and said, "Please go to the next village and hand it over to your aunt. She is sick and needs it for her medicine." The boy took the money and put it in the secret pocket of his coat. Then he set out for the next village. On the way, he met some robbers. The thief of the gang caught hold of him and said, "Hand me whatever you have, or else I will kill you." The boy said honestly but bravely, "Sir, I have 500 rupees. I am going to give this money to my ailing aunt so that she can buy her medicines. Please take it if you are in need more than she is. But you should not speak in this manner. Did your mother not teach you politeness or goodness?" The innocent words of the truthful boy moved the robber chief. He did not take the money. Instead, he gave a 1000 rupees to the boy as a reward of being truthful and let him go. Thenceforth, the gang of robbers gave up robbing people. When the boy returned home and narrated the incident to his mother, she was proud of her son's bravery and politeness. She kissed his forehead and blessed him with happiness and longevity. This was the passage. In this, you can see that the numbered words 2 to 5 are there, 7 to 12, 14 to 16, 18 to 24, 26 and 27 indicate some action. I have taught you that words which show action. Some work is being done, activity is being performed, work is being done, then those words which express this are the verbs. Numbered 1, 6, 17 and 25 indicate some state. What is state? State is some position of the noun that has been discussed. And what is possession? Possession is a sense of belongingness that is there. I repeatedly keep telling you that possession is the sense of belongingness. So, did you enjoy the story and did you do what they were asked to do? Indeed, the story is interesting and inspiring too, and yes, I keenly observed the numbered words in it. Good. What did you observe about the numbered words in the story then? Well, my observations about the words are as follows. Now, the conversation between Annie and John is there. Well done, Annie. All your observations are undoubtedly correct. Now you can easily define that. The definition of verbs is being given here. Verbs are the words which denote some action, work, activity, process, state, condition, status, quality, or possession. Now, Annie has described her verbs in a definition here. So the definition of verbs is being given here, that verbs are the words that denote some action, work, activity, process, state, condition, status, quality, or possession. Those words are verbs. Thanks, John. I have learned the definition of verbs very well. Now, please teach me the various aspects of verbs so that I may be able to cover the entire lesson on them. Alright, Annie, I will deal with all the aspects of verb one by one, putting them under various heads and explaining them with the help of appropriate examples. But you will have to make use of all your alertness and observational skills while doing the various activities I shall set up for you. Yes, surely, I would gladly do as you say. Please go ahead. Moving ahead, kinds of verbs. What are the kinds of verbs? Primary classification of verbs puts them under टू कैटेगरीज. बेसिकली वर्ब को दो कैटेगरीज में डिवाइड किया जा सकता है. एक है मेन वर्ब्स और दूसरे वर्ब्स हैं ऑक्सिलरी. ओके. ऑल्सो टेक अ लुक एट द फॉलोइंग डायग्राम of action, of being, state, quality, of possession. Main verbs. Verbs, auxiliaries. Main verbs and auxiliaries. Okay. Now, the main verbs are either transitive, intransitive, finite, non-finite, or regular or irregular. And auxiliaries are primary and modal. To understand main verbs, let us read the following paragraph and observe the highlighted words in them. One day my father returned home unusually late. He remained quiet when I asked him the reason behind his late arrival. Avoiding my unwanted queries, he lay down in his bed. After some time he began to breathe heavily. I immediately understood that he was not well and needed medical help. His illness grew every minute alarmingly. Sensing an emergency situation, I called in a doctor. The doctor gave my father an injection and prescribed some medicines to be purchased from the chemist shop. But we had no money for the medicine after we had paid 1,000 rupees to the doctor. I wondered what we would do. All in the family were tense at the serious condition of my father. Here is a passage. ये पैसेज आप लोगों ने को मैंने अभी पढ़ के सुनाया. इस पैसेज में क्या ऑब्जर्व किया आपने? यू वुड हैव नोटिस दैट द वर्ड्स नंबर्ड 1 to 6. 1 to 6 नंबर्ड जो वर्ड्स हैं, 8 to 13, 15 to 17, ये सब कोई ना कोई एक्शन को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं. डन बाय समवन, जो किसी ने किया है एक्शन. The words number 7 to 18, 7 से लेके 7 and 18, 7 और 18 को आप देखिए. Was and were show some state. ये कोई स्टेट और कोई पोजीशन बताते हैं, कोई क्वालिटी बताते हैं, कोई कंडीशन बताते हैं किसी चीज़ या किसी पर्सन की. एंड फाइनली द वर्ड नंबर्ड 14. 14 क्या बताता है? हैड क्या बताता है? देयर इज़ अ सेंस ऑफ पोजेशन. ओके. सो the word expressing something being done, something being possessed, or state, condition, quality of someone, something are termed as main verbs. मैं आप लोगों को ये बार बार बता रही हूँ इस चैप्टर में कि वो वर्ड्स जो एक्सप्रेस करते हैं कि कोई एक्शन परफॉर्म हो रहा है, कोई पोजेशन शो करते हैं, किसी की पोजीशन शो करते हैं, वो किसी का पर्सन या किसी चीज़ से रिलेटेड होता है, वो मेन वर्ब्स होते हैं. Thus we can affirm that all the highlighted words in the above sentences are the main verbs. हाईलाइटेड वर्ब्स जो हैं वो मेन वर्ब्स हैं. Did you notice was, had, do and were are not helping linking auxiliary verbs but the main verbs in the paragraph. Main verbs are further classified on the basis of their following differentiation: transitive or intransitive, finite or non-finite, regular or irregular verbs. Main verbs can be divided into these three groups on the basis of the following differentiation. We can divide them. Transitive verbs. What are transitive verbs? The main verbs which need an object to express their meaning. वो मेन वर्ब्स जिनको एक ऑब्जेक्ट की ज़रूरत होती है. हम लोगों ने तीन चीज़ें पढ़ी: सब्जेक्ट, वर्ब और ऑब्जेक्ट. सब्जेक्ट आप लोग सबको पता है सब्जेक्ट क्या होता है. जिसके बारे में सेंटेंस में बात कही जा रही होती है वो सब्जेक्ट होता है. वो एक्टिविटी जो वो पर्सन या चीज़ परफॉर्म कर रही है या वो एक्टिविटी जो हो रही है सेंटेंस में वो वर्ब होती है. ओके. और ऑब्जेक्ट क्या होता है? जिसके ऊपर वो एक्टिविटी पास ओवर होती है. ओके. सो द थर्ड पार्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस इज द ऑब्जेक्ट. हियर यू कैन सी दैट द लायन ट्रैप्ड द माउस इन इट्स पॉ. सो यहाँ क्या है? वर्ब है आपका ट्रैप्ड और ऑब्जेक्ट क्या है सेंटेंस में? द माउस. द जज इज हियरिंग द केस अगेंस्ट एन ऑफेंडर. वर्ब क्या है? हियरिंग. ऑब्जेक्ट क्या है? द केस अगेंस्ट एन ऑफेंडर. A mischievous passenger pulled the emergency chain of the train. Pulled क्या है? वर्ब है और ऑब्जेक्ट क्या है? द emergency chain of the train. Arrange वर्ब है नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस में और your belongings properly. Your belongings जो है वो ऑब्जेक्ट है. When did MS धोनी smash a century last? Smash आपका वर्ब है और a century आपका ऑब्जेक्ट है. In sentences 1 to 5 above, trapped, hearing, pulled, arrange and smash are the main verbs followed by their object. The mouse, the case against an offender, the emergency chain of the train, respectively. The above mentioned action are transitive as they are followed by their respective objects. In sentences में objects हैं, the verb is being followed by an object, so they are transitive verbs. What are intransitive verbs? The main verbs which do not depend on any object. वो verbs जो किसी भी object पे नहीं depend करते हैं वो intransitive verb होते हैं. जैसे all the boys laughed loudly. Paper boats floated on the pools of rainwater. The child slept soundly. Run faster to win the 100-meter race. The girl was weeping inconsolably. So here you see there is no object in these sentences. So these verbs will be termed as intransitive verbs. In the above sentences, the main verbs laugh, floated, slept, run and weeping are not followed. कोई भी object नहीं है. Not followed by any object. They are able to complete their meanings on their own. अपना मीनिंग सब्जेक्ट खुद ही पूरा कर रहे हैं. वर्ब्स खुद ही पूरा कर ले रहे हैं. कोई ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं है. So therefore here they are intransitive. Finite verbs. What are finite verbs? These form the major category of main verbs which undergo changes with a change in the subject number or tense. They are the finite verbs which are the major category of main verbs. ये major category है main verbs की, which undergo changes with a change in the subject number and person. मेन वर्ब्स जो होते हैं ये अंडरगो करते हैं चेंजेस को अगर इनका नंबर, पर्सन और या टेंस को बदल दिया. सब्जेक्ट का जो नंबर और पर्सन है वो बदल दिया जाए तो ये चेंज हो जाते हैं. वी, दे, यू ऑल अप्रिशिएट नेचर्स ब्यूटी. He, she, everyone appreciates nature's beauty. I or you appreciate nature's beauty. We all were appreciating nature's beauty. We all appreciated nature's beauty. We all will appreciate nature's beauty. We see that the word appreciate in the above sentences changes. Appreciate जो word है वो change हो रहा है tense के साथ. तो क्या होगा? Person के साथ, number के साथ. So this is finite verb. Now non-finite verb. Observe the verb married in the following sentences. He welcomes the newly married couple home. We welcome the newly married couple home. They welcome the newly married couple home. She will welcome the newly married couple home. I have welcomed the newly married couple home. Friends are welcoming the newly married couple home. Here you see, we note the verb married in the above sentences remain unchanged. Married change नहीं हुआ in sentences में. Acting as an adjective for noun couple. ये एक adjective की तरह act कर रहा है. Hence the verb married in the above examples is a non-finite verb. So changes नहीं हो रहे हैं, इस वजह से ये non-finite verb है. The to plus verb का first form, verb and verb ing forms are used as non-finite verb. To plus verb का first form, verb and verb ing forms are used as non-finite verbs. The verbs in any form which remain unchanged even with the change in the subject, number or tense are called non-finite verb. जो verbs unchanged रहते हैं, नंबर पर्सन चेंज होने पे भी वो उनका चेंज नहीं होते, रिमेन अनचेंज्ड. सो दे आर द नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब. जिसमें नंबर पर्सन चेंज होने पर भी वर्ब नहीं चेंज होता है, वो नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब्स होते हैं. ओके, नेक्स्ट टॉपिक फॉर द डे, रेगुलर और वीक वर्ब. द मेन वर्ब्स विच टेक द सफिक्सेस ईडी और टी. वो मेन वर्ब्स जिसमें सफिक्सेस ईडी और टी लगता है, इन द पास्ट एंड पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म्स आर कॉल्ड रेगुलर और वीक वर्ब्स. यहाँ पे रेगुलर और वीक वर्ब्स डिस्कस हुए हैं. सो वो मेन वर्ब्स जिनमें सफिक्सेस ईडी और टी लगता है, इन द पास्ट एंड पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म, दे आर कॉल्ड रेगुलर और वीक वर्ब्स. आप इन वर्ड्स में देखिए, एडमायर, एडमायर्ड, एडमायर्ड, इसमें क्या ईडी लगा है. बेंड, बेंट, बेंट, इसमें टी लगा है. कॉल्ड, 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 इसमें ईडी लगा है पास्ट और पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म में. डेकोरेट, डेकोरेटेड, डेकोरेटेड, इसमें ईडी लगा है. तो वो वर्ड्स जब वर्ब्स में ईडी या टी लग जाएगा इन द पास्ट एंड पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म, तो वो क्या हो जाएंगे, रेगुलर और वीक वर्ब्स. व्हाट आर इरेगुलर और स्ट्रॉन्ग वर्ब्स? These are the verbs that form their past and past participle by change in the vowel of their present base form. Read the examples of regular or strong verbs. Be, am, is, are, was, were in the past and past participle been. इसमें क्या होता है इरेगुलर और स्ट्रॉन्ग वर्ब्स में? वो वर्ब्स जिनका फॉर्म पास्ट पार्टिसिपल, पास्ट और पास्ट पार्टिसिपल में वॉवल का चेंज हो जाता है इन द प्रेजेंट बेस फॉर्म. बेस फॉर्म में आपका वॉवल्स का चेंज हो जाता है, तो क्या हो जाते हैं वो इरेगुलर और स्ट्रॉन्ग वर्ब्स हो जाते हैं. ओके, जैसे देखिए ड्रॉ, ड्रॉ, ड्रू, ड्रॉन, ये आपका प्रेजेंट है. पहली जो आपका प्रेजेंट में दिया हुआ है उसमें वॉवल का चेंज अगर हो गया है तो वो क्या हो जाएगा, स्ट्रॉन्ग वर्ब हो जाएगा. ऑलराइट, जैसे ड्राइव, ड्रोव, ड्रोव, इसमें क्या है, वॉवल्स का चेंज है, चेंज इन वॉवल ऑफ द प्रेजेंट टेंस, देन दे आर द स्ट्रॉन्ग वर्ब्स. Auxiliaries or the helping verbs. Study the following sentences and observe the role played by words in boldface. My younger brother does not tell lies at all. Colorful butterflies were hovering over the flowers. They are not paying attention to the lecture. The maid had not cleaned the house. Why has the passenger not purchased a ticket before boarding the train? Some people had pushed his car down, broken down car. The child could not speak clearly. Our dirty clothes have been washed by the washerman. Excuse me. The helicopter will land on the helipad. The teacher did not send the naughty students outside the class. Just observe in all these sentences the highlighted words other than the main verbs play in the above sentences. What role do his highlighted words play in the sentences? Do they fall under some distinct category? इनकी क्या कोई डिस्टिंक्ट कैटेगरी है? इन सेंटेंसेस 1 and 10 टेल, होवरिंग, पेइंग, क्लीन्ड, परचेज, पुश, स्पीक, वॉश्ड, लैंड एंड सेंट आर एक्शन वर्ड्स और द मेन वर्ड्स. आपने एक्शन वर्ड्स और मेन वर्ड्स को देखा, बट द मीनिंग आर नॉट क्लियर विदाउट द वर्ड्स इन बोल्ड फेस. जो बोल्ड में वर्ड्स लिखे हैं जैसे डज, वर, आर, हैज, हैड, could, have been, will and did, respectively appearing before them. Therefore, the words in the second set help their respective action words in the completion of their meaning. उनका meaning complete करते हैं ये words main verb का. तो वो क्या होंगे? आपके helping verbs होंगे. Kinds of auxiliaries. What are the kinds of auxiliaries or helping verbs? Primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. Okay. Primary auxiliaries. Different forms of the main verbs do, be, have. Do, does, did. Is, am, are. Was, were, has. Have, had are the primary auxiliaries. The compound primary auxiliaries has been, have been, had been, do, does, did are formed by combining different forms of do, have and be. इनके different forms को combine करके do का क्या forms है? Do, does, did. Have के क्या forms है? Is, am, are. Be के क्या forms है? Was, were, has, had, have, had. So यहाँ पे आपके ये जो इनके words different forms हैं do के. Do का मैंने आपको बताया, have का मैंने आपको बताया, has, have, had. बी का मैंने बताया इज़, एम, आर. सो ये सब जो आपके वर्ड्स हैं ये प्राइमरी ऑक्सिलरीज़ हैं. मोडाल ऑक्सिलरीज़ देखिए. मोडाल ऑक्सिलरीज़ क्या हैं? मोडाल ऑक्सिलरीज़ का चैप्टर मैंने आपको इसके पहले कराया हुआ है, उससे आप लोग थोड़े अपनी मेमोरीज रिफ्रेश किए. मोडाल ऑक्सिलरीज़ आर अ डिस्टिंक्ट ग्रुप ऑफ ऑक्सिलरीज़ दैट एक्सप्रेस वेरियस मोड्स और मूड्स ऑफ वर्ब्स. ये वेरियस मोड्स या मूड्स को एक्सप्रेस करते हैं ये वर्ड्स. Can, could, may, might, must, ought to, shall, should, will, would, used to, need and dare are called modal auxiliaries. ये जो आपको words दिए हुए हैं can, could, may, might etc. ये सब आपके modal auxiliaries हैं. Examples. Now modal auxiliaries have been discussed in chapter number 12. We have already done that chapter. So children, in case you have any doubt in this chapter, just feel free to ask me during the class. And for today, I will just share the exercises of this chapter. Also, I have already discussed the chapter. If you have any problems in the chapter, then feel free to ask me anytime during the class or after the classes. You can contact me and ask me if you have any problems. For today's class is over now. We'll meet in the next class.